Headline, Starlight.
DJ
Good afternoon. This is your captain speaking with just a little flight information. Coming up on the left, we're going to be catching a glimpse of the Grand Canyon. On the right, you can be able to see the Hoover Dam in just a few minutes.
Camille, start playing.
Hello.
That's not a stripper. What is it? That's not a stripper. That's
ballerina.
I get it.
You want to try it again so we can edit that? So we can edit.
No, we're
We need to try it again.
we're gonna leave it like it is. Look at people see. I'm real. I'm not fake.
This one of the first t-shirts I made.
Well, you should make more of them and sell them.
No, I hate making t-shirts. I hate it.
Okay. Well,
The freaking flyer.
we're back. Cal Podcast, wrapping up the month of June. Perk should be getting on shortly, hopefully. And this Calf podcast episode, we got a real special guest.
Flying at an altitude of 37,000 feet, and our airspeed is 400.
There they go.
Oh,
And
let's see who we got.
Our special guest for this Cal podcast is Quita. So we've been doing 2 seasons. This is our second season. The first season, a lot of people was looking at it. And Quita, I do the same introduction. She got a nasty Snapchat. She from Bastrop originally. She from Arkansas. UAPB, but she ended up at Central Arkansas. But a lot of people don't really know Quita. And I said, I'm going to do this whole episode. It's going to be dedicated, and it's going to be all about Quita. So Quita...
Wait, I got to kill this fly. Hold on.
Yeah, we're recording. We're keeping this on.
I was just saying hello. I think I got her. Okay.
And people, as she can see, she killed flies too. So this episode is all about Quita.
I am so ashamed. No, Florida.
Yes, the people you be on, you barely talk. You're talking more now. In the beginning, you wasn't talking, but as we got toward the end and now, you're more talkative. So that's a good thing. So I'm like, let's just dedicate an episode to Quita so people can get know a little bit more about Quita. So Quita, where are you really originally from, born and raised?
Quita was born in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Mm-hmm. She was raised in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I graduated school from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So, and now I reside in Bastrop, Louisiana.
So how did you get to Salt Lake City, Utah?
My dad's a preacher. He had a church there.
So you was around a lot of Mormons.
Yes.
That's why it explains your freaky side, because a lot of Mormons, they really in the closet freaks.
I was a kid. Kid then.
I know, but it speaks volumes now. Like, it all makes sense. Like the preacher thing, your dad was a preacher, you're in Salt Lake City, Utah. It makes sense. So
I'm sweating. Like, oh my gosh. Okay.
So what all do you remember from being in Salt Lake City, Utah? Because I don't know too many people who did
that. Moved to Salt Lake City. So being in Salt Lake City, Utah, actually moving back to the South was a culture shock for me. But so I was the only African American child in my grade, at least to the 6th grade. We went skiing every year, so I've been skiing several times. When I went to school, like literally, they supplied all the school supplies. Like, we didn't buy school supplies. It was already on the desk when you got there. I did safety patrol. How many people can say that?
A lot.
They were a safety patrol. No, they don't have it down south. They don't do that here.
Yeah, they do. In Florida, they do. We got safety patrol in Florida.
We don't here in Louisiana. Not the parts that I've seen.
We got
in Arkansas either.
We got safety patrol in Florida. Only reason why I didn't make it because you had to be there like 6:20, like before all that, and then you had to be there. I was like, nah, I'm good. I didn't like waking up early anyway.
It wasn't for you. It wasn't for you.
Nah,
Okay.
it wasn't. But go ahead.
Um, there was a lot to do in Salt Lake City. You know, we had the Fun Dome. Literally, our mom used to just drop us off at the Fun Dome, and we'd be there all day. Like, it had arcade, laser tag, skating, bowling. Basically like a Dave and Buster's.
Was it safe?
Yeah, this was in the 90s.
I mean.
So it was.
I mean, pedophiles, they've been around forever. So. Like they just all came out and.
Well, none of us were touched or hurt or anything, but yeah.
Amen. So, Quita was in Salt Lake, you from Salt Lake, Utah, all the way up to the 6th grade.
Actually, I did part of the 7th in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we moved back home. Now, when I moved back home and I walked into the classroom, like I literally was scared because in Salt Lake City, you have all these races. And then when I got to Pine Bluff, it was majority Black. I hadn't seen that many Black people in forever. So I was scared. Like it was a culture shock. Mm. And then they would be like, say something. And when I say something, they were like, she sounds like a little white girl, don't she? But when we were in Salt Lake City, Utah, they put us in speech because of our Southern dialect. So I had a resource class when I was in elementary for speech.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. See, we're learning. See, this. I'm glad I'm doing this episode by Quita because
my gosh,
we never would have known about this. Like this is really. It says a lot because it tells why you speak so proper.
Oh my gosh, I do not.
Yeah, you do. Like you try to hide it, but you can't. It's in you. This is like with me when it come to writing. Like I'm naturally. I was taught how to write cursive in the 2nd grade because I went to private school from kindergarten to 3rd. So when I went to, I changed and went from private school to public. I was like a superstar because I was the only person in my class who could write in cursive. And this was in the 4th grade. The 4th grade, everybody else was printing it. So I started printing just to fit in, but I write cursive real good.
Wow.
So
they don't teach cursive anywhere.
Well, yeah, I mean, we get to that. Back to you. Don't try to change the subject. This is all about you. So we go from Salt Lake City, Utah, 7th grade. Then we get back to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Yeah. And you say you get in class as a culture shock. So how long was you culture shock?
I don't even remember. I just remember being scared. Like my little sister cried. She cried before she went in her classroom. Like my mom had to calm her down to even make her go in there. But I don't remember, like, people were nice, but it just took a little getting used to. And then I had these thick glasses, like goggles. They were so thick. Like, I still can't see to the day, but it's fine. I wear contacts. But yeah, I don't remember how long I was culture shocked.
So get back this. We in class. We at school. We in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and now we actually realizing that we about to be here for a while. Did you ever like, man, I want to go back to Salt Lake City, Utah?
Of course, because there's nothing to do in Pine Bluff. Like,
I mean, ain't shit to do in. I mean, you said it is. Or, excuse me.
Yeah.
Which we never would have known if we didn't have this conversation.
Like Pine Bluff literally has a mall. They have a mall, the skating rink or something to do, and the bowling alley sometimes. But then eventually, like I started, became a cheerleader in the 8th grade. So I cheered 8th, 9th, and then I was going to say a dancer. I was a stepper in high school. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So.
Okay, all right. So we in high school.
Yeah.
Stepper, dancer.
Homecoming court.
Oh, homecoming court. Oh, okay. So what were you? What were you? Just a court, not queen? One or two, three?
Actually, okay, so our homecoming court was only for seniors. And then like we didn't do like everybody was a maid and then they announced the queen on that day. So, but no, I didn't get homecoming queen. We don't even think our homecoming queen was the right homecoming queen, but it's okay.
Oh, Shay. Hope she sees this. But anyway.
It's completely fine.
Oh.
I was supposed to be painting while I was doing this. I didn't know it was going to be about me.
Go ahead, you can paint, but I'm gonna ask you these questions so people get to know you because I mean I do this. You already know I do the same thing. This is Quita. Quita is married and she also has a nasty Snapchat. We'll
And
get
my
to that.
Snapchat is normal.
We'll get to all that other stuff at the end. But I just like people don't really know Quita, so here's an opportunity for
Oh
Quita.
my God.
She ain't got to spill all the tea, but she can let the people know that she's just not just the only quiet female on the Cal podcast. She actually has a life. And if people didn't know, she lived in Salt Lake City, Utah. How many people you know lived in Salt Lake City, Utah? How many people you
Oh
know
my
even
gosh.
how many people you know even been to Utah?
I don't know any.
Mundo.
I don't know any people that.
I know one young lady, and the only reason why she's in Utah because she's working.
Oh, really?
And she's only doing it for 6 months, and then she'll be back to Texas.
Oh, wow.
So now,
That's cool.
Dad is a preacher.
He is.
How is that lifestyle? How is living that lifestyle for you?
It's normal for me because I've been there all my life. Like, but a lot of people, they say preacher kids are the worst kids. We're actually not. Like, we're not. We do the same thing that y'all do. Like, it's just our fathers. We weren't called to preach. He was called to preach. So, like, you can't hold us to those standards. We're kids just like y'all are.
Nah.
Yeah.
Y'all supposed to have I ain't gonna say that, but
we supposed to what? Be a little bit better than y'all?
Not better, but more righteous. You know, y'all
got
y'all got the Bible around y'all 24/7. See me,
honestly, my dad, like a lot of preacher kids, like they couldn't go to parties, they couldn't go places, so they were sneaking out. We didn't have to do that because we were allowed to go places. Only thing I couldn't do in high school was go to house parties, which it wasn't too many people having house parties then anyway. So, I mean, we was legit.
Were you able to sit at the big table during pastor anniversaries for the good food?
To this day, like, it come with the title.
I know. I used to hate that, man. I'm like, man, because my boy, he was a pastor's son. So when it was time at the pastor church anniversary, we waiting in line to get our food. He get to sit at the table. I was like, this sucks.
That is so funny. Who even brings that up?
Bruh, I remember them days, man, because the chicken always looked better at the pastor table.
Yeah, you gonna put the good food. We gonna put the food that people that know how to cook on the pastor table.
The chicken always looked better on the pastor table than it do in the buffet lines. I remember that. I was like, boy, one day, but I was like, nah, there probably gonna be no day soon. But one day, I'm gonna steal a piece of chicken off there. So
go ahead, steal your piece of chicken off the pastor table.
Yeah, I always wanted to do that. So, what else? How many siblings do you have?
I have 4 sisters. My dad actually has 5 girls. Mm-hmm. We're kind of like the Brady Bunch. Like, my dad had 2 girls before he met my mom. My mom had a son, and then together we're a blended family. Together they had us 3, which is Quita, Jasmine, Courtney. But yeah, there's Rachel, Tina, Jay, me, Jasmine, and Courtney. So.
And you're the middle.
I am the middle.
Okay.
I am.
You're the middle child. That's
the cool kid.
Yeah, you're in between. So that's what's up. I'm learning a lot. For those that don't know who just logged in, who just turned it in, we this episode is dedicated to Quita, so you can get a little bit more knowledge about Quita. And she's also wearing a shirt that said that is not a stripper, that is a ballerina.
That's my ballerina.
That's her ballerina. So going on. So we get into high school, we graduating. What did Quita want to be when she graduated? Or do?
I always wanted to be a doctor. And then when I graduated, I went for physical therapy. But, we didn't have this conversation before. But when I was in school, like, my mom was like, no to student loans. Like, no. So, like, I couldn't go back the second semester because she wouldn't let me get no student loans. And I got this debt that we owe to school. So that's how I came back home. Yeah.
So how did you end up at University Christian? No, is it not Christian or Central? University
No,
Central
it's
Arkansas.
Central. Okay, so I was going to UAPB only to dance. And I wanted to be a Golden Girl. And my mom was like, no, because like they don't focus on school. Like they don't care what you have going on with school. Like it's about the band. So she was like, no. And I was like, well, I'll go to UCA and I'll do physical therapy. Because it was the closest to being a doctor without having to deal with all the blood and stuff. So yeah, I figured out real quick that I couldn't deal with that.
So did UCA feel something like Utah?
It didn't. It didn't at all. Like I was there. A lot of people from my high school went there. And when I got there, like I was in a dance group anyway, so no. Not at all.
Yeah, I've been there. And first of all, I didn't even know that school
UCA?
I didn't even know it existed. Never heard of it.
Oh.
We went there for a basketball game. And literally, I was like, well, I didn't know nothing about it, to be honest with you. So
Scottie Pippen went there.
I just learned about that literally after I learned of that maybe like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh wow.
So that's probably our biggest alumni, or until you blow up right now.
Okay. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So at UCA, what is to do at UCA? Well, let me say this. What city is University of Central Arkansas in?
It's in Conway, Arkansas, which was about 2 hours from where I'm from. I didn't do anything. I went to school and I danced. Like, dance was my life then. So I didn't do too much of anything.
Yeah.
Like, just like there's nothing in Graham.
Oh, it's a lot to do in Graham.
And I was quiet. Like, I was quiet. So I wasn't the Quita that I am now. So I wasn't doing too much.
Let's get something straight. It's something to do in Graham. It's something to do in Graham on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, definitely Friday, and definitely Saturday.
Is it because it's an HBCU?
Yes, and because Graham is Graham. Now, the only time Graham is really actually boring is during the summertime.
Okay.
But spring and fall, it is always something to do.
Okay.
Because you just don't know what's going on. Somebody got a birthday going on over here, over there. They got this going on campus. They got that over here. I mean, you could go basketball for the athlete. It is always something to do at Graham, no matter what day of the week you can think of. It is something to do.
I stay to myself.
And it's something to do, and it is sometimes always somebody to do.
Boy.
Anyways, so let's talk about your son. When did you have your son? For people who don't know, Quita has a son.
I have 2.
When you had the other one?
I have a 15-year-old son.
I know about him.
And Charleston's 7. Well, he'll be 7 on our birthday.
I didn't know that. I thought you just had one. I thought the other one was your husband's kids.
No.
So you're a mother of 2
I got
boys.
I have a stepson as well. So I'm a mother of 3 boys. I'm the only girl.
Oh wow! So y'all, you and your husband don't have no kids together.
Charleston.
Charleston. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know that. I thought you just had your
And he
son.
raggedy.
I really thought that was your husband child from a previous marriage, or not marriage or girlfriend, however you want to do it. So I didn't know that. So you got 2 kids.
Yes.
So,
Okay. So Jordan is by my first.
We know that.
I dated him all through high school. When did I get pregnant with Jordan? I got pregnant with Jordan in August.
He's 15 in 2021. Do the math.
I was trying to think of what month I had got pregnant with him. Matter of fact, when the Katrina, what were they called? What they called them?
Victims, evacuees. When they were coming to Pine Bluff, I was pregnant then. So what's that? 13? No, that's not 13 because Charleston was born in 14. Jordan was born in 06. That's 05. Okay, so, all right. So when you get pregnant, what was the first thoughts coming in your mind? Like the moment you knew, like I'm about to have a child. What were you thinking?
Like I was mad at him at the time. Like I just told him like I got something to tell you, and I took the pregnancy test over there with me. I had it in my purse, and like he didn't say anything. Like nothing. He was just looking like, for real. So it was nothing. Like I told my mom through text message. And I knew she was gonna tell my dad. So I was picking up something from the church, and when I walked out, like my dad had called my name to come back in. So this helper had just told him that I was pregnant. Like literally after I left out his office, she told him I was pregnant. And he was like, now what you done went and done? And I was like, I'm pregnant.
You're a granddaddy?
It's like, I'm pregnant. And he just shook his head. He didn't say anything else. And I just left. Like, I was like, oh my fucking gosh. But like, you know, once he knew, like, it didn't matter who else knew because daddy was the hardest person to tell. Like, I'm pregnant by a guy. I'm not married. But, I mean, at least I knew the guy. At least I knew who my baby daddy was.
That's true. That's a good thing.
But it was not. It wasn't a good pregnancy. Like I felt alone. I was at a point to where I felt like if I would have lost Jordan, then my relationship with my baby daddy would have went back to normal. Like I was crazy about my baby daddy, like crazy. And once I got pregnant, it's like he wasn't there. Like he wasn't staying at his mom's house anymore. I didn't have any way to contact him. I literally was like, if you don't come to this doctor's appointment, you won't know what your child is. Oh, you got a kid over there.
I'm babysitting.
But yeah, so like it was like, I'm not gonna tell you what you're having. Like your baby probably won't have your last name. So, but yeah, he wasn't there during my pregnancy at all. He was there for the birth and cut the umbilical cord, signed birth certificate, all of that. But during the pregnancy, no, he wasn't there. So me getting pregnant with Charleston was kind of like scary. Like here we go all over again. I was not excited about being pregnant at all. But it was different.
Well, let me ask you this. Were you ready to be a mother?
With Jordan?
Yeah.
I didn't really think about it. Like, I guess it just comes natural. My godbrother, we had him since he was like 5 months. So people already thought I had a kid anyway because I kept him with me all the time. So it was it was just having my own actual child. And like Jordan was my homeboy. Like you seen me, you seen Jordan. We at Walmart at 2:00 in the morning. He sleep in the basket. Like that was my best friend. My best friend until my mom made me stop taking him with me everywhere. Like, cause I would be out all times of night. And you know, old people be talking about the night air. He don't need to be in that night air.
Oh, yeah. Most dumbest shit ever.
So yeah.
So you told your dad, you told your mom. So how did they actually feel? Like did you feel like they was like disappointed or were they excited that they're gonna be grandparents?
I mean, neither one. Like I didn't. Who cared? It's already happening. So.
Okay.
It's just another kid. Like people have always been in and out of our house. So it was just like having another kid. We actually got a kid in the house.
Okay.
People always stayed at our house.
So your house was the Motel 6.
Yes, really. Like really.
Okay. So Quita, since we on this topic, when was your first time? And how old were you?
I was 15. I don't know where my parents had to be at church, and I was on the phone with my baby daddy, and I was like, if you come pick me up, I'll do it, not knowing that he had a ride to come get me. And so his friend showed up. Oh my gosh, my heart was beating so doggone fast, and I wasn't supposed to be over his house anyway, because my mom told me not to go over there. So I couldn't go in the house because then that means his mom would know that I was there, which she would probably tell my mom. So my first time was in a car. Backseat of a car.
And how was that feeling?
Of his homeboy's car. It was horrible. It hurt. Like when y'all first time, it don't hurt. Like us, it hurts. It hurts. And I'm on top. So it really hurt.
Well, he put you to work. Oh my God. He really put you to work. That's a first. Like you really was like you stepped out there. You was on the City Girls before there was a City Girl. Like,
oh, it hurt. It hurt so bad.
Like the fact that you even did that. So I gotta ask, how long was it?
I don't. It seemed like forever. Like it. No, it seemed like forever. Like that was horrible. But that's too much information.
Okay, we'll kill him. Right? I mean,
no, I was gonna just go way into too much detail. But yeah, it hurt. So, wait till you're married to have sex, people.
Yeah, all the people watching this did it already.
We don't condone premarital sex.
I mean, we don't, but we all got one life to live. And if you really want to find, if you want to do it right, wait till marriage. But if you don't, God forgives. And do you. Have fun.
Oh, okay.
So, and remember, these are Quita thoughts, because this episode is dedicated to her. Not Floyd or Perk. It's all Quita.
Where is the light skin?
He said he clean it up and get ready for tomorrow. So
what's tomorrow?
He going to Mississippi or Louisiana or something.
Oh, he's going to see. Oh, okay. You don't even know. Okay.
So he like I didn't tell I didn't tell him or you. I really didn't tell you because I really wanted to make sure you was on. So
dude, like I'm the background person. I don't like to be up front and center. Like
Quita, you got an OnlyFans.
I'm the background person. Like I don't have to talk.
Yeah, but I don't want people to be like, y'all don't ever let Quita talk. No. She can't never.
Nah, Quita don't
But
want to talk.
here's a whole episode dedicated just to Quita
Oh
and
my
for Quita.
gosh.
So
But,
Quita, marriage.
okay.
What are three things you think all women should know before they decide to get in marriage?
What you date as a boyfriend is what you marry as a husband. Just because you decide to marry him doesn't mean that things change. Marry someone that is like-minded, or more advanced. Because if y'all goals aren't the same in life, it doesn't work. It doesn't. What else? So that's two. What would I say the third thing would be? And people say it all the time, but you really don't pay any attention. But date, actually date people before you decide to just up and marry somebody. Go and date so you can see what you actually like. What characteristics in a man that you actually like, that you think you can deal with for the rest of your life. So date.
Do some of the characters that your husband got remind you of your dad?
Yes. Yeah. He's country like my dad.
So it is true that some women try to find not the exact same guy, but someone.
I wasn't looking for that, but yeah. I wasn't looking for characteristics that my dad have. I was just fucking.
We heard the stories before.
So.
So how long? How long you been married, Quita? Let the people know.
This year on the 24th, it would be 8 years.
8 years.
8.
Now, was it all peaches and cream, or did y'all have y'all ups and downs?
We've always had ups and downs.
So So when in marriage dealing with ups and downs, what is something that you say, you know what, I'm gonna ride this out? Because if it's a big up, some women will walk out, or is it big down? Some people will just let it be. So,
but what would be considered a big up? Because I don't know. I've never been in a situation of having a baby on someone, so I think that would be a big up for me.
Well, let me put one up there. Not dealing with babies or sex or anything. Money. Is that a big up? If some happen, he just loses his job and money stuff got getting tight.
That's been happened over here because I was a breadwinner and I lost my job. So, the roles had to change.
So going through that, I'm just trying to get advice to women out there who has to deal with this. What is something that kept you going, knowing that one day the roles are going to reverse?
Honestly, it was hell. It was really hell. Those 2 years were probably the worst 2 years of my marriage. And it was him that was hey, basically, can we start over? What we were going through was fixable. You know what I'm saying? So It wasn't worth divorcing over. I don't even know what would be considered worth divorcing over other than having kids, but it was fixable.
Everybody has their own reason for divorcing. Some people might divorce for cheating, kids, money.
We've never had he don't talk, so we don't really argue. I speak my mind.
We know.
So I don't hold anything back. So it's basically me talking to myself when we get into it. It's usually how that goes.
That's why I like him.
Anyway.
Cut shoe off. That's why I like him. Well, go ahead. It's your episode. What you want to talk
No,
about?
he don't cut me off.
I mean, not cut you off, but put you on.
Huh.
So
you don't argue. You're non-confrontational, huh?
if I can avoid it, I would.
You know, issues don't go away just because you avoid something. Like the issue is still there.
Not like how can I say this? If I could find a way to get peace through the issue without going down that road, I would try my best to find that. So when I mean avoid confrontation, I mean avoid like getting into going the back and forth.
I don't have to. We don't have to do the back and forth. I just need you to. I need to make sure that you know where I'm coming from. That's all.
Yeah. So okay. So we in our age for those who know who just clicked in kind of fast or just went through everything. This episode is dated to Quita. It's all about her, just getting to know her a little bit more better and get her more out there and speaking more. And which we're doing a real good job because we're almost close to an hour and she's really been giving us some good information.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So let's break it down what we learned so far. Quita has been to Salt Lake City, Utah. When she got back to Arkansas, people thought she was white. She also sat at the good table during passing church anniversary and got the good chicken while everybody else had to get in the buffet line. And then on top of that, she got pregnant by her baby daddy, who was like a high school sweetheart. We could say that?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then she moved on and got married and now has 2 kids and living the life. So, Quita, how does it feel to be living in 2021 as a mother of 2 Black young men?
That's scary. That's super scary.
How scary?
Oh my goodness. Like, my son he's getting where he wants to hang out with friends, and some of his friends drive. So like, it's scary. We just got to pray about it because all the shootings and you do your best raising your kids, but once they're out there in the world, like, they're going to do their own thing regardless of what you've done to raise them. I just try to, like, I don't want him to get in the dope game. Kids might be interested. He like thuggish things, and I just try to make sure that he sees the money that I make and how quick I make the money, so that he'll think of other ways to get money.
Well, let me say this about that. Most boys, I ain't gonna say all, fantasize about that. And then on top of that, I always say to myself, who the heck is really selling dope in Monroe? I just don't get it. Like, Monroe and Bastrop, like, how they not caught? It's not that big.
Honestly, right now, Bastrop has 2 police officers per shift, like, patrolling.
Oh. Like, I'm from the big city in Jacksonville. Like, it literally they could get somebody in 6 months. So I'm like, Monroe and Bastrop, it shouldn't be that hard. All you should do is go outside, make a right, and you right there. So, but anyways, you talking about your sons. You don't want them getting a dope game, so you show them the money. What else are you doing?
Of course, he's in church. Like, my dad has him doing things in church. I try to keep him active with football and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Charleston is of a different breed. For everybody that don't know, Charleston and I share a birthday, which is coming up on July 9th.
Quita's birthday is July 9th, so let me put that in my
Quita's a Cancer.
Quita's a Cancer. For those who know. Anything else we know about Quita about July 9th?
No. We're accepting all money transfers on that day as well.
And also, you should do a sale on your OnlyFans.
No, prices should go up.
I mean, you're trying to make a little bit more money.
It's already on sale. It's free to subscribe.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
But I decorate. I have my own small business, Touch of Glass.
Oh no, we'll get to that. So
no,
I got this planned out.
Okay, well,
I was ready for you. I had this stuff planned out. So last thing you could talk about your boys, and then we'll keep moving. So, are you gonna have that talk with them when it's time to talk about the birds and the bees?
Oh, we already be doing that, and we use the actual words: coochie, pussy, dick, balls. Like, I'm the only girl, so I've been had to talk like where babies come from, and the best way that I could, describe it was there's a hole down there. The baby comes out of, so they know that babies aren't dropped off by the stork. And like, I have to tell Charleston because Charleston will go to school and explain to other kids where babies come from. So I have to tell him, don't tell them. If their parents don't tell them, you don't tell them.
Okay. All right. So now on to your business.
Okay.
When did you start it?
When I got fired from AT&T. That was in 2016. And it wasn't something that I was thinking about starting. I've always done little things for parties and stuff like that. It's a natural gift. So I've always decorated for birthday parties and when my sister and them had things. And one of her friends had asked if I could help her with her baby's party. And we killed it. So it just happened. Other people started contacting me about doing parties.
Mm-hmm.
So that's word of mouth is.
So where you see your business in the next 6 months?
Ooh, I can't even.
You gotta know this. You gotta know your short-term goals and your long-term goals, Quita.
I don't know where it's at right now. I have a paper where I had different goals on there, and it's a piece of paintbrush wire on here. Like the bristle is on here. It's killing me. And I'm already doing some of those things that I had on that list. So, but in 6 months, what's this? June. We're at the end of June. Okay, in 6 months, if I can continue to make the money that I am making now in my business, more than likely next year I will just be working for myself, solely for myself, and not have a full-time job. Because right now, I've been going since March nonstop. So every weekend since March, and I'm not finished right now until July 10th. And then after that, I think I just have a balloon set up. So I'm not really counting that one.
Okay. So got your own business, you got that going. When did you start? When did you know you had a niche for doing what you're doing now with decorating and everything? Is it something that you always had, or you just something like, well, let me see if I could try?
I mean, my mom always used to do stuff for the church and stuff, and when I would help. And so it wasn't until I actually really started doing it. Not even that first party. The first party, I was nervous. It was well planned out and all of that. I even decorated my own wedding. It wasn't half of what I do now, but yeah, it wasn't until probably 2019 that I realized that I can really do this. And I could do this without last minute do this. a lot of my stuff be me at the last minute, probably the day before. Matter of fact, these are the day before.
Yeah, she's painting a book for those who don't know. So she's been painting a book the whole episode, but this is her episode. This is her podcast right now, so we're gonna let Quita do whatever she want to do.
I painted several books over here, sir.
Yes, you have. I even lost count, but I'm gonna keep count on the when I post it. I'm gonna post the number for every book you paint. So, all right. So we almost to the end. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Quita, do you have any sexual fantasies?
Ooh. Who's trying to come in here? Probably Charleston.
If he is, guarantee you he have on no shirt.
Yo, I don't know if they just got out the shower or not because I've had the earphones on, so I can't hear anything. My sexual fantasy is so childish, but I haven't done it yet. Only thing I've ever wanted to do was have sex in the rain, like just in the rain, wet, open. Like I need to do this in my backyard. I probably should do that.
Yeah, I mean, it rained a lot in Monroe. I mean, y'all gonna be muddy.
No, like we got air mattresses and stuff. Like I think it'll just be super cool, like for me to set up pipes and drapes and have the curtains up there and just have it on the air mattress. But I don't think my husband's gonna do that. Florida, I have a video. I'm gonna send it to you. I have a video of me saying that I don't think my husband's gonna let me do OnlyFans.
Well, you keep once he saw the money coming in, I'm pretty sure.
Like I have a video from last year when you told me I should do OnlyFans. That video I was like, yeah, Florida, I don't think my husband's gonna let me do that.
Bruh, I just saw the potential in it, and I said, if you already giving advice, why not get on your OnlyFans and do it? Speaking of advice, what is right now your favorite sex toy?
I don't like toys.
Oh, well.
And I literally like.
Well, what toy?
And I just found that out. Like this is over here because I was doing something on OnlyFans, and there's another one. This is a smaller one. My bed's right there, so that's why I'm there.
Yeah. Quita's nasty. I told y'all this. But she's married, fellas. She's married. Ladies too.
So you have to do everything yourself.
Yeah, that's the point of the toy.
I don't like I love the warmth of the body, the physical touch. Like I need you to rub on me, I need you to choke me, I need you to smack my ass. Like put your thumb. Everybody should know about the thumb. But yeah, like I need all of that. Like this don't do that. This just do whatever your hand do.
It's a toy.
I don't. No.
Would you advise any women on anything? You like just go get a man or a woman. We don't discriminate on this show, on this podcast.
Man or woman, do what makes you happy. That's what I say. But now I do suggest that at least try it. Like there's women that be like, oh, I never had an orgasm. That might be because you don't know what make you come. Like you need to figure out what works for you to make you come.
When did you know you just like let me ask you this. When did you really start exploring your body and realize what I don't and do like? What age? And the reason why I ask that because, as you know, I mess with the older generation, cougars, and they know. The younger generation, they will try anything, but don't actually know. So when did you know, like, hey, this what gets me going every time, no matter what the situation is, this has to be done?
Actually, quarantine, I figured out a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was at home and like I just wanted sex. I don't know why I wanted sex like that. So quarantine, I taught myself how to squirt. So now I can break it down to a female, like, this is what you need to do. These are the muscles that you use. I've never liked fingers. Like, don't put your fingers inside of me. It doesn't feel good. I don't get any pleasure from that. No. I like head, but I don't have to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Are
you a pleaser, Quita?
I am.
Gotcha.
I really am. But I like to be dominated as well.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm a pleaser. I'm a pleaser when it comes to giving head. Like, I would do that shit for fun. Like, anywhere, you could just be like, I'll be like,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, Quita, last thing, and we'll be done. Have you ever been with another woman?
No, I've never had a girl-on-girl experience. I don't think I'm ready for that kind of adulting. Like, I don't know. I'm not scared, but I just don't know.
Okay. You should try.
Charleston, I'm on podcast.
Tell him come in. Let's see what he got on. Guarantee you, no shirt.
That means I'm gonna have to stand up. If I stand up, like, I got on these cheerleading shorts.
Oh, the door closed?
Yeah, it's locked because I know he will come in here.
Don't worry about it. Hold
on, let me see what he. Charlie, break in. You know how to break in.
That's a damn shame. Set your child up for the life of crime.
That is not. I am not. Here he comes.
All right, here we go. Let's see what he got on.
Where he at? He ain't. There you go.
Let's see what he got on.
Come on. Keep coming. Don't step on the butt.
Yep. Just like I predicted. No shirt and just some drawers.
This is the birthday twin.
This is
you can't hear anything, can you?
No, she ain't got. He don't need to. I'm finna start cussing. Fuck. Stop. All right, then, little man. We'll holler at you on the 9th.
He said he'll holler at you on the 9th. What did you want? And what's on your face?
Lemonade.
Oh,
that ain't lemonade. That's that girl lemonade. You ain't slick.
I want it. My stomach.
It hurts. Okay.
Go drink a soda.
I'm almost finished.
Go drink a soda. Man up. Stop being a punk.
Oh, that is. We will not use that word.
Yeah. All right, Quita. Let's end this off right. Got a couple questions. Here we go. First question.
Here we go. Oh wow.
Bastrop, or Pine Bluff?
Bastrop is safer.
Bastrop is safer. So let me ask this one. Nouveau or Domino's?
Ooh. I will take Domino's.
All right. Domino's.
Because of the DJ booth.
Domino's or club exclusive.
Definitely Domino's.
Domino's. All right. Okay.
This is funny.
Onyx or Intrigue?
When I went to Onyx, their strippers were trash. I'll take Intrigue.
All right. You ever ate at Granny's?
Yes.
Granny's or Golden Corral?
Ooh, Golden Corral is my restaurant. Golden Corral any day.
All right.
Wait, which one you like? Granny's.
It was Golden Corral. I mean, it had a little bit more options.
Okay.
All right. Walmart or Target?
Walmart.
Family Dollar, Dollar Store.
Dollar General
No,
or
Dollar Store.
Dollar Tree.
Y'all ain't got a dollar store out there?
It's called Dollar Tree.
We got Family Dollar. What is it? Family Dollar General. What is it? Dollar General.
Yeah.
Then Dollar Tree. Then we got a dollar store.
No, in its store.
Okay. No. We actually have a dollar store.
No. So
Okay, well,
we don't have that.
Your favorite dollar store.
I will take Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
You find some good things in Dollar Tree. Like these literally came from Dollar Tree.
Oh, them books ain't real?
They're real books. But
I'm like, damn.
now, if I would have got these books from like Family Dollar or Dollar General, they'd probably been like $5. They're only $1 at Dollar Tree.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and ask these three because I know you'll answer it. Silk drawers or thong?
I would take silk drawers. Like I'm over the thong.
One piece or two piece?
And what? And where am I going?
Oh, anywhere.
I'm fat and I would still take two pieces. If the one piece it has to be super sexy for me to wear the one piece.
All right, last question. Well, no, I'm gonna ask you one more because
okay.
I'm good.
I like these.
Stilettos or pumps? Can't say wedges.
I can't wear wedges. I'll fall off them.
Stilettos or pumps?
Ooh. Stilettos. We rocking stilettos, huh?
And last question. You could pick any place in the world for you and your husband. Y'all go away for 4 days. Y'all can do whatever. Y'all got unlimited money. You got the best chefs and restaurants. Where y'all going?
I don't have a place.
That really sucks.
I'm telling you, I don't.
Quitty, y'all gotta travel.
I don't have a place that I mean, we've traveled all our life, so I don't.
Yeah, but what about you and your husband? Like, where y'all going?
He always on the farm, so like.
Ain't somewhere y'all go just get way, just me and my bae and get sexy?
Text him and tell him we need to do that. I'm just gonna continue to pay my book.
I'm not gonna do that. Quita, give them all your information. And let them know where they can find you, where they can reach you if they want to book something. Give them to them right now.
Okay, so you can find Touch of Glass on Facebook. It would be Touch of Glass Party Decor. On Instagram, it's TOG, I believe, TOG Rentals. I'm Mrs. N. Johnson on Instagram and Naquita Glass Johnson on Facebook. Snapchat and OnlyFans.
Follow her Snapchat. It's nasty.
It's normal, you guys. He overhypes stuff. So Snapchat and OnlyFans, I am Taste of Quee. So
well,
y'all have fun with that.
Quita, this episode is dedicated for you, so you can let the world know a little bit more about you. She is 1/3 of the Cal podcast, and I just wanted to get this episode in. Y'all get ready for next month. We got what we call it? Dang, what we was gonna call it for the male dominance or whatever? Dang, I can't think of it. But anyways, that's Quita.
What you talking about? Alpha male.
Alpha male. That's what we doing next month. All next month, straight alpha male. That's what it is. And I got the video ready to go and everything.
Here we go.
We bringing back some of our old guests. I'm gonna try to get some new people to get on and talk about it. But y'all already know Sabrina coming back. Gotta bring Sabrina and TJ. They will be back. So y'all look forward to that. Once again, that's Quita, Perks and Well-Being Light Skin. I'm Florida. Like I always say, we're gonna get better. We're gonna do better. And thank y'all for listening to the Cal Podcast.
Good afternoon. This is your captain speaking with just a little flight information. Coming up on the left, we're going to be catching a glimpse of the Grand Canyon. On the right, you can be able to see the Hoover Dam in just a few minutes.
Come here. Start playing. Yeah. Hey. Do it, baby. Lick it. Girl, you drippin'. Let me taste it. Do it. Kiss it. When I stick it. Coming in it.
Yeah.
Kiss it.
Now we having sex on a PJ. Feeling like Kim and Kanye. Now we gotta flex on a IJ.
Let me take your picture. I got you. Yeah.
Cause we nasty and I like it. We the pilots and we gon' do it.
G14 classified.
We in the sky,
That's good.
we ain't coming down. No time.
DJ Star.
Hello world, HSCAT, you know how we do.